Recently, some of our village board members have been accused and participated or allegedly in bad behavior. How do we address this in the future? How do we move forward? How do we stop wasting from any side of the argument? If I took no stance here, how do we prevent these things from happening? Because they hurt the people involved. Accused or accusee or accuser, nobody wins, ever. People are hurt, families are hurt, the village is hurt. It's a black eye that makes it into WGN. It's awful. With that being said, how do we respond moving forward? Because we can't be retroactive. We need to be progressive in the methodology we use to approach preventing people from feeling like they're harassed, feeling like they're in a position in which they can't do their job, what they've been elected or hired to do. And we really don't want to create a climate either where people feel that they can't voice their opinion without being shot down inappropriately and named one thing or another that they're not. That's not for me. What I would say is addressing that will take people coming together in congruency, working together. I don't love the term, but synergy. People being on the same page and creating a ethics code that everyone can agree to abide by, of not making situations where it's not black and white about how we go about handling things. I mean, when you have if you look at Cary from the aspect of being a income expense driven organization, something that takes money in and takes something out, how do we not have, how do we have a situation in which we don't know how to treat something like that? And that may be at no fault of our wonderful village staff. It's just I think things could be more black and white. I know those problems can be troubleshooted, and I know that by putting enough pen to paper, that can give us policy in place in which it is clear-cut and concise about what our next, step forward is, what our next plan of action is, how do we approach this. And when it comes to how do I fit in that picture, why do I think I'd be a good candidate in such a really rough seas over here in Cary politically, it is fairly turbulent. We are not smooth sailing at the moment. Is I ask people to judge me about how I respond in scenarios like this. How do I react in that sort of adversity? And I think I would make them proud. And I do know that there's not a lot of pride in the way Village Board has conducted business from many residents that I speak to. So I do ask personally, if I could be selfish and talk about that for the moment, is judge me by what I do when things aren't easy.